Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another broadcast here on Rio Sports as we're coming to you tonight in Kingsville, Texas, as it's high school volleyball action, an area matchup between Lyford and Bishop, the Lady Badgers and the Lady Bulldogs. I'm Joe Bowling, Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. Good crowd on hand as the teams have pretty much went through all of their warm-ups. We're out seeing right now the Bishop Lady Badgers on the floor taking their final hitting practice, and then they'll go back to serve, and we'll be ready to roll here in this matchup for the area championship. Two teams come in with some lofty records. This Bishop team comes in with a record of 21-6. They're the home team on the scoreboard this evening, 13-0 in district play. Meanwhile, Lyford's Lady Bulldogs come in with an overall record of 25-6. They were 18-2, took second place in their district, but are right here in position to move on in the playoffs with a victory. Both teams capable hitters, and it'll all come down to who can play the defense and prevent those long rallies. And in the case of Bishop, can you slow their scoring strings down? Capable of putting 8 to 10 points in a row in the blink of an eye. And a big challenge for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. I want to send a couple of shout-outs. First of all, to Tom Scott watching in Arizona. Some fans let me know that he's watching this game from abroad. And also send a shout-out to Candace in San Antonio and Kaylee Gonzalez, or Kaylee in Gonzalez from Mom Sherry, who says hello. We'll say that again a little bit later on. Pregame show continues from Kingsville. This is Rio Sports Live.
The classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
And he throws it down. Back here on our pregame show as we continue to get set for this matchup. This was a 7 o'clock start schedule on the clock. They had an earlier game in which Skidmore-Tynan rolled over Progresso in 2 games, or in a 3-game set, that is, to advance on in their playoff run. Skidmore-Tynan knocking off the Lady Red Ants of Progresso. Here in this one, Bishop, again, takes on Lyford. Those of you watching on our social media, if you will, if you're watching on our Facebook, please share the link. Let other fans know the game is going on. It does help to get the word out, especially on a night like this in which we've got multiple broadcasts going on with football and this volleyball game. And if you're on our Facebook page and you haven't done so already, like and follow our page. By doing that, it helps get the numbers up to the advertisers who ask us so often, what are your numbers when they're making a decision as to whether or not they want to advertise with us or not. What we do to the schools as far as providing these broadcasts is free of charge. Fans are not charged on any of our broadcasts ever. And so we rely 100% on the advertising revenue that comes in. And one of the big things they do ask is, what are your numbers as far as how many people are watching, how many people have liked and follow your page. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. There again is another measuring stick that we can provide to advertisers. Over 5 million views this month alone on our social media. But again, if you're watching, that's how it happens, one at a time. If you're watching our games, like and follow our page on Facebook, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and more importantly, share the link on the Facebook side to let other fans know the game is going on. 2 teams are taking serving practice. That means we are honing in on the first serve of this one between Lyford and Bishop. We'll be back with more after this.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We're the Harlingen South Lady Hawks, and you're watching Real Sports Live. Awesome!
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Back here on our pregame show, you see the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. They'll be the visiting team tonight on the scoreboard. Over finishing up their serving. We're under 30 seconds before they'll break to the sides. And then there will be introductions, playing of the national anthem. And then we'll have the first serve. Bishop and Lyford, appreciate you tuning in wherever you may be to watch these games. Also, we've got football coverage tonight going on, and we do have some volleyball action tomorrow night. We've got crews standing by if we can get some additional funding on these playoffs. Once we reach the playoffs, it's another level as far as being able to broadcast the games. First and foremost, you have to get the approvals and the rights granted, and then purchase the rights to broadcast the games, and that's where we start asking for advertising from sponsors willing to advertise a playoff game here on Real Sports Live. Two teams make their way to the sideline. We'll come back with the introductions and more. We're in Kingsville, Texas on a Thursday night. Area high school volleyball continues after this on Real Sports Live.
Strong character, and together, we will always persist towards the future.
We are a district of choice.
A district of innovation.
And a district of excellence.
We are HCISD.
We are Edinburgh Bella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Back here on our pregame show, as you see the teams making their way out, there's the Bishop Lady Badgers. Run down their roster for you. Hannah Griffith, J.D. Zamora, Bella Burchart, Ashlyn Scott, Madeline Ruiz, Sarah DuPont, Mia Tamez, Katie Racklin, or Rackley that is, Amanda Muniz, Carly Winters, Katie Winters, Caitlin Vetta, and Gabrielle Salazar. Their head coach is Sherry Kane, coming in with, again, a record of 21-6. They were 13-0, a perfect record in district play. We're a 1 seed coming in out of the district play. And now we'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
High School for the 3A area playoff game between your Bishop Badgers and your Lyford Bulldogs. Good fortune for our primary purposes you will take prize with your hats at the finish line.
National anthem in the book. You can hear the crowd on hand. It's a big crowd for Bishop. Lyford brought some fans as well, and we'll have the first serve right after this.
The opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand. Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are ready to go with the first serve of tonight's action. Lyford Lady Bulldogs on the left side. You'll see they're ready to serve to start this game. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard. And the Lady Badgers of Bishop will be on the right side. Both teams in green. It's just a different shade of green. A lighter green on the Bishop side compared to the darker green on Lyford. Gold trim for the Bishop Lady Badgers. Lyford with the white and gold on the jerseys. First serve is away, a line drive serve. On the return, they'll get it up near the net, set it up for a big spike, and down it goes. Point number one belongs to Katie Winters and the Badgers. Send a shout out again to Tom Scott watching in Arizona. Thanks for tuning in. Had a fan pass me a note. Also Candace in San Antonio. Kaylee and Gonzalez. Mom says hello. That's from Sherry. 1-0 ball game. Badgers to serve it up. Short serve. Lyford will have to capitalize on these return of serves. This will definitely be a team that brings a lot of firepower each and every trip. There's another kill. Down it goes. Sarah DuPont with a kill. Hitters across the board for the Bishop Lady Badgers. That's no secret. When they rotate through the front line, you see the likes of Katie Winters on the front line. DuPont was also there for that kill. J.D. Zamora. Familiar names for fans that followed this team last year and who have been following this team throughout the year. 2-0 ball game. We're in game one of a best-of-5 set. Another spike. This is blocked. In the net it goes. Points scored for Bishop. That caromed off the front line blockers, but directly into the net. 3-0 ball game to start it off. Another serve by Bishop. Pass up near the net. This time Lyford hits it over on the second hit. Easily covered there. A set by Zamora. And a swing from the outside left. That's in. Point scored. 4-0 Bishop on the roll to start it off. I did talk about that the Bishop Lady Badgers are capable of rallying, scoring multiple points in a hurry if you don't stop their momentum. Pass up this time for Lyford. They'll set it to the back row, hit across this time by Mia Wedegrove, who's back there on the back row as a libero. Hit across, goes out of bounds. It ends a 4-0 run and makes it a 4-1 game. Lyford to serve. Back at the service line is Emily Gonzalez. Gonzalez, one of the 8 seniors on this squad for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. With some pace on that, will score an ace, and it's a 4-2 game. Emily Gonzalez, a senior outside hitter, had plenty on that serve, and she'll look to score again. Deeper serve this time, carries out of bounds. On the service there, Bishop regains the serve. Rotating back is Sarah DuPont. Up to the front line is Bella Borchardt. And the setter up front is J.D. Zamora. Jump serve this time across. Lyford there to return it. Set it up on the outside. That's going to be a lift call. The point scored for Bishop. Goes 6-2 on the score. Bishop scored the first 4 points of the game. That's established the current 4-point lead. Another jump serve across. Knuckleball's over on the return, nothing doing. Ace served up for Bishop. They go up 7-2. DuPont on the serve. Ready to go again. Hit over by Lyford to the back row. That carries out of bounds. 6-point lead for Bishop at the early going. Bishop with the lead. Lyford will take a quick timeout. We'll take a quick break. The advertisers are why we're able to do what we do. We'll hear from them and be right back after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
Back here, Real Sports Live, a serve away for the Bishop Lady Badgers after a timeout. Lyford able to get to it. We'll get it across, a free ball to work with for Bishop. Pass forward, set by Zamora. Hit from the outside right, played by Lyford. They'll set it on the back row, off the net. Tip it across, score the point. Lyford, it's 8-3. Second 4-0 run by the Lady Badgers ends there with that point. Serve over by Wedegrove. That's an ace. Lyford cuts the lead in half. It's 8-4. For Wedegrove, another senior on this team. They've got 8 of them that I counted on the roster. Wedegrove to serve again. Another line drive knuckleball. Better return to serve this time. Back row attack for the Lady Badgers. Right back on the other side as it pinballs back and forth. Set it up and a hit across by Borchardt. High set, that's going to be called a lift on Lyford and a point awarded to the Lady Badgers of Bishop. 9-4 game here in game 1 of a best of 5. Each game to 25, win by 2. We do get to game 5, that's a race to 15, win by 2. Lyford on the return to serve. Setting it up on the outside for Madison Silva. Senior outside hitter on that far side of the court. Spike across by Bishop. Covered by Wedegrove on the back row. Second hit over. Bishop on the attack again. Set it up again for Borchardt. Hit over and score the point. 10-4 your score with Bishop on top. They've controlled the lead since the opening serve. Lyford on the return to serve. Hit it over, free ball to work with. The pass is up near the net. Zamora had to punch it across. Lyford with a good hit attempt by Marley Perez. That one's out of bounds, though. Perez had a good look, the junior outside hitter. Saw the back corner was available. Just put too much on it. Better pass this time. Second hit over, ricochets off the net, ball still in play. Bishop on the attack, set it up to Burkhardt, had to back away from that, still got enough on it. Lyford gets it over. Another pass, better set this time for Zamora. Center set, spiked across, that carries out of bounds. Caitlin Vera had a little too much pace on that. 6-point lead though, as Marley Perez steps back to serve for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Knuckleballs that over. Free ball to work with for Lyford. See if the Lady Bulldogs can set something up. Outside, and that one carries out of bounds. 12-5 ball game. Substitution had checked in for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Heather May back there on the back row. Also back there is Tiffany Alaniz. Serve to the back corner. Weta Grove is there. Set it up outside left. That's hit across. Nice diving play on the back row. Set up for a Burkhardt hit. That is out of bounds. Point scored to Lyford. Let's take a look on the replay. Just how close this ball was to being in. Diving play there was a good one. And then right down the line, just out of bounds. 12-6 your score. Lyford serves it over. Bishop on a back set. Wicked hit, returned over. Ball back on the Bishop side. Center set, hit across by Zamora. And a point scored. Zamora to DuPont. And the Lady Badgers are up 13-6 here in game one. They led 4-0 to start it. They had another 4-0 run to make it 8-2. And serving here up 13-6. Back set off the net. Silva puts it over. Bishop with a back set on the outside right. That's in the net. Point scored to Lyford, makes it 13-7. Lyford was able to score a back-to-back points after it was 8-2. Since then, it's just been one and done on the scoreboard. Bishop regaining momentum after one serve. Spike over. Lyford able to return it, but no one there. Points scored for Bishop. So that pattern continues in which Lyford is able to slow down Bishop, but they haven't been able to put a scoring run together, in this case to try to catch up. 7-point game. Line drive serve played by Lyford. Set it up on the outside. A good spike, but a good dig. Nothing doing though. Point scored Lyford. Outside attack that time for the Lady Bulldogs. They'll substitute in the game as Marley Perez checks in on the front row. She'll replace Tiffany Alaniz. Meanwhile, back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs is Kendra Coleman. Check that, that's Rayleigh Rincones. Free ball for Bishop out of this. From the back row, up to Zamora, set it up. Spike is partially blocked as DuPont couldn't get a good clean hit. Ball back over on the Bishop side, right back to Lyford. They'll go on the attack. Back set off the net this time. Hit across on the angle by Emily Gonzalez. Off the net this time, Bishop attacks. Good dig back there by Lyford. That's Weta Grove as the libero. Free ball for Bishop. Pass is right near the net. Second hit over. Weta Grove is there to cover that again for Lyford. Back corner, diving play back there. Nice job of keeping that ball alive by Hannah Griffith for Bishop. Rally continues. This is our longest rally of the night of the start of this one, and a point scored to Lyford. They'll make it 14-9. Lady Bulldogs have scored consecutive points for the second time on the evening. Line drive serve, played by Bishop. On a back set, two players there. They converge, they carry it out of bounds. Miscommunication there for Bishop. Lady Badgers Katie Winters and Sarah DuPont were both there in position to try to put that kill away. Both swung away, and it carried it out of bounds. Deep serve, back row, can't play it. Ace for Lyford. It's a 3-point game. This is that run I was talking about that Lyford had yet to put together. Good service run for Rincones. Trying to get it a 2-point game. A wicked serve across. Bishop is able to play it. Free ball for Lyford. They can go on the offense here. Off the net with the pass. The set outside right. Hit across. Played by Bishop. Here comes a hit by DuPont. Good dig back there for the back row of Lyford. Off the net this time. Spiked over. Out of bounds. The run ends, and Bishop goes back up by 4 at 15-11. Give us a shout out where you're watching the game from. I'm checking it out right now on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, do so please. Tell you why in a bit. Lyford on the return to serve. Set it off the net, hit across by Perez. DuPont off the net for Bishop. That's blocked back action. A point scored for Lyford. Clarissa Salazar on the front row. Makes it a 15-12 game. Back to serve is Emily Gonzalez. Line drive serve to the corner. That carries out of bounds. Bishop back up 4. You go back to the start of this game. The first 4 points scored by the Lady Badgers. Lyford was able to cut it to a 3-point game at 14-11. But right now back to that 4-point margin. Lyford, bad pass that time. An easy point scored for Bishop. Goes down as one of those unserved errors. Thank you from Brianna watching the game in Bishop. Also from Daniel Lopez watching in North Dakota. Thanks for tuning in. Spike goes out of bounds. Lyford wanted the tip. Off the block, nothing doing. Bishop scored. They're back up by 6. (18-12) your score. Next serve across for the Lady Badgers. Lyford on the return. Set it off the net. That's in the net. 7-point lead. And another timeout called by the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Bishop has led from start to finish. They lead here in game 1. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Rod Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We're Los Fresnos Volleyball, and you're watching Girls Sports Live.
Back here after the timeout called. Lyford Lady Bulldogs able to make their way back out on the floor. Currently a 7-point lead. This is the second time that Bishop has had a 7-point lead. Last time they had that was 12-5. From that point on the score, Lyford outscored them 7-3 and got back in the game. Now the Lady Badgers on control and serving after the timeout. Sarah DuPont at the service line. They're watching from Kingsville, right here in town, and also watching from Sam Houston State University. Give a shout out to McKenzie watching there. That's going to be a lift called on Lyford. And so in a game to 25, the race to 20 so often tells the story on the outcome for the victor. It's not a guarantee, but it's a big difference maker to get to 21st. Second hit over, Bishop is there, play it over on the Lyford side on one hit. Lyford sets it up, hit across by Perez. Dug by Bishop, they'll set it up. This is a hit by Boricard, and that's in, or is it? No indication yet from the net judge. They do give the point to Bishop. (21-12). Corley's watching from Midland, Texas. Thanks for tuning into our broadcast here on Rio Sports. Lyford hits it across the net. Diving play back there by the Bishop defense. Lyford scrambling back there. You can play that out of the rafters. They do so. Free ball for Bishop. Pass. Zamora's set as a back set off a curl. Hit across by Katie Winters. It goes out of bounds. 21-13 the score. Lyford down 8, and if you're trying to draw a line in the sand, you need to get back to within at least 3 or better. This late stage of a game, that serve carries out of bounds on the sideline, and right back on the scoring string goes the Bishop Lady Badgers. Up by 9. Serve over. Lyford, second hit, still back there on the back row. They'll attack from back there, but in the net it goes. Bishop goes up 23-13, double-digit lead for the first time of the night. Watching for Petronio, Texas. Thanks for tuning in. That's off the net for Lyford, spiked across. Dug back there by Mia Thomas on the back row for Bishop. Ball back up near the net for the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. They'll set it up again for Perez. It's blocked. Ball still alive, no whistle, but Lyford lets it fall. Points scored. Bishop now 1 away from capturing game 1. Good dig on the first one, but then just 2 players stood right there and the ball just landed. Miranda watching from Bishop, Texas. Thank you for watching. While your team here is at home, just captured game 1. 25-13, Bishop wins the first one. It's best of 5, they're 1-0. We'll be back with game 2 right after this.
Texas A&M Kingsville. Somos una familia. Nosotros nos apoyamos. Trabajamos juntos. Crecemos juntos. Triunfamos juntos. Nos inspiramos los unos a los otros para convertirnos en las grandes mentes del futuro. Estamos aquí para asegurarnos que tú triunfes. Aplica hoy para empezar. Es tu momento.
We're the Lyford cheerleaders and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, the crowd chanting some cheers here for the Bishop Badgers. They captured game 1, 25-13 here in this best of 5. We've also got additional broadcasts going on tonight, but the most important thing I want to get out there as we're sitting here in Kingsville is we're looking for, first of all, we're looking for a full-time individual to take over running the operations for Rio Sports Live in the Coastal Bend. You won't make a fortune, you will be busy because of the fact that there's a number of games we would like to be covering and trying to get personnel in place to commit to games and equipment in their hands at the right time. But we are looking for an individual to assist in the operational side of Rio Sports Live in the Coastal Bend. If you're interested, please give me an email at riosportslive@gmail.com. Again, operations management on the line of the title. Wouldn't hurt if you would send some information, brief information about your interest and your experience. But again, we're looking for someone to assist in the operational side of things for the Coastal Bend. They're watching from Fort Stockton. Give a shout out to Delma Gonzalez here this evening. Thank you for tuning in for our broadcast. Game 2 coming up between Bishop and Lyford. This is Real Sports Live.
ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
And he throws it down. Back here in Kingsville, our appreciation again to H.M. King, the home of the Brahmas, for assisting us with a spot to broadcast the game. We were here 5 years ago when we started our broadcast. Veronica has been one of the supporters of Rio Sports from day one. And the first time we showed up to broadcast at that time, some basketball. So it was Good to see her this evening. She was trying to put together both gyms. That's been a normal occurrence with the exception of the COVID season, in which when we would get to playoff time here in volleyball, you would see games going on in the other dome and games at this dome as well. John Sanchez watching from San Antonio. Appreciate you tuning in. Here we go, game 2. Lyford trying to establish the lead first. Hit it across, but Bishop is there to play it. Spiked across, played by the Lady Bulldogs of Lyford. They'll play it to the back row. Free ball for Bishop. Better pass this time. The set by Zamora, and a wicked kill goes down. 1-0 Bishop on top. And watch on our replay here. First of all, the defense was able to play it for Lyford, but now watch on this one. And a big kill. Back to live action. Lyford gets it over, trailing 1-0. Another point for the Lady Badgers. They go up 2-0. They led start to finish in game 1, they being the Bishop Lady Badgers. And are up 2-0 out of the gate in game 2. Thomas serves it up. Lyford on the return of serve. Set it up near the net. Nobody there. 2 players converge. Hit it across for the Badgers, and they go up 3-0. Would have been a challenge at the net as that ball was right there. But nobody there defensively for Lyford on that approach. Ball off the net. Lady Bulldogs hit it across. Played by the Lady Badgers. Off the net. Spiked over. Back row. That's out of bounds. Bella Burkhardt had the idea of attacking that back row of the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. Lyford to serve. Rincones had a good service run in the game 1. Back row attack, and that is in. 4-1 ball game as Burkhardt unleashed a hit from the back row. DuPont to serve for Bishop. Lyford struggles returning the serve. Good play just to keep that even close to being returnable, but nothing doing. Point score for the Lady Badgers. Mia Weddegrove just made an outstanding play as a libero near the water cooler over there to keep that ball in play at all. Line drive serve. Lyford there to play that. That's up near the ceiling. They'll play it over. Bishop on the attack again. Set by Zamora. Burkhardt lets it go. Another kill. 6-1 your score. Bishop won the first one. On top here in game 2. Point to Lyford as that one carries out of bounds, makes it a 6-2 game. Lyford to serve. Lady Bulldogs went 25-6 on the season. That's a respectable record. That serve carries out of bounds, and Bishop goes up 7-2. Lady Badger team hasn't lost in a while. They went perfect in district play, running the table at 13-0, entering the playoffs. Short serve, that's in the net. A rare service error. Gives a point to the Lady Bulldogs. Back to serve is Weddegrove. Weddegrove lets it go. Down the sideline, that carries out of bounds. Substitution for a Bishop is checking in is Ashlyn Scott. She'll check in on the front row. Good job by Mia Thomas while she was in there. Bishop serves. Lyford returns. Good pass, good set, but a lift will be called. 9-3. It was in position for the hitter. In this case, Destiny Gonzalez over there. makes it a 10-3 game. The Bishop Lady Badgers on top. Lady Badgers serve it on the angle. That's an ace. 11-3 ball game. Bishop won game one and in control here in game two. Timeout called by Lyford. We'll be right back with more from Kingsville after this.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And he throws it down. Hey! Head coach Sherry Kane over there for the Bishop Lady Badgers directing her troops. They won the game 25-13 in the first game of this. Leading here 11-3, and they'll be serving after a timeout was called by the Lyford Lady Bulldogs. J.D. Zamora at the service line to put it in play. Short serve played by Lyford. Lady Bulldogs set it up, hit across by Gonzalez, played right back by Bishop. They'll go on the attack. Set this time by Ashlyn Scott, who's taken over those duties. That hit goes out of bounds, and Lyford's able to score. 7-point lead. Checking in to serve for the Lady Bulldogs is Tiffany Alaniz. Alaniz is ready. Left-handed server, gets it over with some topspin on that. Pass up near the net. There was contact in the net. They'll call that Bishop and give the point to Lyford. – 11-5 ball game. Another serve for Lyford's Tiffany Alaniz. Diving play keeps that alive for Bishop. Second hit over. Lyford can attack here with this. Back row on the approach, gets it over. Bishop setting again is Zamora. This is tipped over by Borkart. Here's Lyford with another chance from the middle. Hit across by Gonzalez. Good play on the back row by Bishop. Free ball for Lyford. The pass is off the net. The set is still off the net. One-handed again to the back corner. Carries out of bounds. 12-5 the score. Back to serve is Bella Burkhart for the Bishop Lady Badgers. Well, basketball season starts tomorrow on the girls' side. Our first regular season game will be at Mission Veterans. PSJA North heads to Mission Veterans, and we've got basketball coverage on Saturday. And already for next week, I'll just give you a preview. We've got a minimum, as that ball goes out of bounds, we've got a minimum of 53 basketball games we'll be broadcasting next week. And I'm looking for crews in the Coastal Bend area in a big way. I've got multiple systems that are ready for individuals that want to be part of broadcasting. No, you won't make a fortune, but you can help us showcase these athletes. Tip across this time, but in the net called on Bishop. That's a 5-point game for the Lady Bulldogs trying to climb back into this game. Serve over. Bishop stay on the back row. Free ball for Lyford. Passes off the net. They'll get it back up near the net. Hit over by Gonzalez. Back corner. Back there is Hannah Griffith. Again, she's a libero. Here's a back row hit by Burkhart. That carries out of bounds. Lyford within 4 at 12-8. Talked about it during my brief pregame show that Lyford was going to have to play some lifed-out defense. You knew some hitters were going to be bringing some big-time shots at you. Here's one. Down it goes. No coverage on that. Sarah DuPont puts it away. 13-8 the score. Lady Badgers to serve. Caitlin Vetta back at the service line. Right-handed server puts it in play. Pass by Wedegrove. Back set. Gonzalez hits it on the angle. That carries out of bounds. Bishop scores again. Lady Bulldogs up now by 6 at 14-8. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead here in game 2. Built that to 6-1. Ballooned it out to 11-3 at one time. Score another point for the Lady Badgers as they score there to go up 15-8. Marley Perez back there defensively for Lyford. Meanwhile, serving is Vera, gets it over. Lyford from the back row, Wedegrove, that's in the net. 16-8 as Bishop back up by 8. Lyford has to call another timeout to try to stop this roll. We'll be back right after this.
And look for your motors, we're moving forward. Same great service, same great people, same great cars and trucks, and these great white letters. Our vision is crystal clear. Look for your motors. We're on the move.
We're the Lady Cougars and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
South Padre Island, just one of our sponsors here on Rio Sports Live. It's assisting us in broadcasting these games. 16-8 the score after the timeout was called. Bishop will be serving again. In the 16-8 ball game. They'll get that across, played by Lyford. Lady Bulldogs will set it up, spike it across, but out of bounds it goes. Nine-point lead for the Lady Badgers of Bishop. Caitlin Vera to serve. Ball goes out of bounds on the return of serve. Bishop now up double digits at 18-8 here in the second game. Caitlin Vera to serve. Played by Lyford off the net. Good set though out of that, but in the net it goes. 19-8 as Bishop extends to an 11-point lead. They won the first game by 12, and that 12-point margin was the biggest lead of the game. Looking to match that here in game 2. That one carries out of bounds on the serve. Lyford down 19-9 as they set Destiny Gonzalez back to serve. Serve over, played right on the money with a good pass by Bishop, setting up this hit. Down the line, Katie Winters puts it away. 20-9 as Winters was able to blister that one on the replay, watching the right side. Started with the pass. And a beautiful back set. Back to live action. Lyford on the attack, punch it across, score the point for the Lady Bulldogs. 20-10 your score. Rincon to serve. Pass up near the center of the net, over it goes. Another point scored, Katie Winters again. Winters just one of those options up front for the Lady Badgers. They've got multiple hitters that can attack anywhere on this court. Next serve by DuPont is across. Punched over. Bishop on the attack. Right back to the middle. No, tipped over by Burkhardt instead. Lyford sets something up in the middle. That's off the net. Score the point. 21-11. Lyford to within 10. As Emily Gonzalez is back to serve. Gonzalez gets it across with some pace. In the net it goes on the hit from the back row. Ended up setting Hannah Griffith, who is their libero. Lyford able to score, and serving again is Emily Gonzalez. Good serve again on the return all the way over on the Lyford side. They'll set it up for Perez, gets that over. Griffiths is on the return, off the net to Burkhart. Puts it over, Lyford with a good pass. Set it again, hit across by Perez. Down the corner, that's good for a point for Lyford. 21-13, 8-point game. Lyford to serve again. Gonzalez. Down the line, that's an ace. 21-14. Emily Gonzalez finding the line across court. Serving again for the senior. Good pass this time by Bishop. That's off the net, hit across by Winters. Covered by Lyford. They'll set it up, hit across by Perez. Bishop setting it up for Burkhart. Block, put in the net it goes. Point scored, Bishop. Lady Badgers back up by 8 and now serving. 3 away from capturing game 2. Katie Winters checks out of the game for the Lady Badgers. Mia Tamez now in the game on a defensive side. That ball carries out of bounds off the Lyford hit. 23-14. Hannah Griffith to serve again for the Lady Badgers. High arcing serve this time. Played by Lyford on a back set. Hit over, played by Bishop. Good set for Burkhart, lets it go. Good dig over there by Emily Gonzalez for Lyford. Good set, that's off the block. Bishop keeps it alive. Burkhart again. Scores the point. Bishop one away from taking the second game. They won the first one by 12. Short serve over. Lyford on the return. Set it up off the net. In the net it goes. Bishop captures game 2. 25-14 your final score. Game 3 coming up from Kingsville after this. Touchdown!
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
We are the Harlingen Lakes and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Here at Texas A&M University, Kingsville, we are a family. We support each other through thick and thin. We work together, grow together, excel together. We inspire each other to become the great minds of the future. We are here to ensure you succeed. Apply today to get started. This is your time.
Throws it down. We are back here in Kingsville, home of the Brahmas. Area playoff volleyball between Lyford and Bishop. Bishop Lady Badgers won the first game 25-13. Captured game 2 25-14. Our broadcast brought to you in part by several of the school districts that assist us in broadcasting the game, such as Harlingen, Brownsville, Mission, Sherryland, San Perlita, and many others who are assisting us in broadcasting the game. South Padre Island, one of the primary sponsors here, and just among those, as we take our commercial breaks, again, it's free what we do to schools. We don't charge fans. At the very least, you got to say thank you to the sponsors. Game 3 coming up after this.
I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And you're watching Real Sports Live.
Your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Here we go, game 3 between Lyford and Bishop. Lyford in a hole, down 2-0. They'll be serving to start the third game. Each of these a race to 25, win by 2. Lyford is yet to lead on the evening. That changes right there with a serve. 1-0 Lyford in game 3. First lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Next serve across, down the sideline. That one carries out of bounds. I'll say it went beyond the baton. And Lyford jumps out to a 2-0 lead. Volleyball is a big momentum sport. I've seen it before on this very court where a team has lost 2 games and then rallied back. Good serve again by Lyford. This time Bishop able to return it. Lady Bulldogs can get a good attack point out of this from the center. Hit it across. Back throws Griffith though to play defense. Good set for DuPont. Puts it over. Lyford on the return. Set it up. Hit across by Perez. That's a point scored to Bishop. 2-1 your score. Again, give a shout out to Tom Scott in Arizona. Had a fan pass me a note before the broadcast. And also to Candace in San Antonio. Callie and Gonzalez as mom. Sherry says hello as you're watching the game. Ball across on the Bishop side. Lady Badgers trying to tie this up. Hit it over. Lyford on the attack from the middle. Spiked over. That's too much on that, and we are tied at 2 apiece. 2-2, a short-lived lead for the Lady Bulldogs of Lyford. Bishop trying to reestablish control of the lead, which they've had through the first 2 games, and now in game 3. Good set this time off the net, hit across. Good dig by Lyford back there as Gonzalez was able to take that hit. Center set this time, spiked across. This time it's Weddegrove to keep it in play. Ball back on the Bishop side, a high set. This is DuPont, puts it down the sideline, scores the point. Bishop goes up 3-2. They haven't posted the point, now they do. Lyford now on the attack. Back set for Perez, puts it over. Good dig by Griffith. Center set for Winners, put that away. 4-2 on the Winners kill. Bishop on a 4-0 run and serving. Lyford on the return of serve. Set up Perez again, get it back over on the Bishop side. Set up DuPont again, ball in the net, dug out of there, but they'll call in the net on Lyford. And a 5-0 run for Bishop propels them out to a 5-2 lead here in game 3. And they're serving again. Line drive serve played by Lyford's Lady Bulldogs. From the middle, hit it off the blockers, ball across. Bishop keeps it alive. Lady Badgers send it over. Lyford off the free ball, chance to score a point. Center set again in the net. 6-2, Bishop. .6-0 run. Again, we've got a basketball game going tomorrow night. One of our crews is going to get out there. There's an ace served up for Bishop. Short serve this time, played by Lyford. Ball in the middle, spike just over, played by Bishop. Lady Badgers with a good set, hit across by DuPont. That's in, point scored, 8-2 off the tip. That's an 8-0 run by the Bishop Lady Badgers. Serving again is Mia Tamez. Just off the net, score the point. It's an ace. 9-0 run, 9-2 ball game. Timeout in game 3. Bishop captured the first 2 games and are rolling here in game 3. Lyford will talk it over, try to regroup, see if they come back after this.
Service is attitude. How far are we willing to go to our community, our dealership here at Fruya, and you? Sky's the limit.
We're the Red Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Back here on Real Sports Live, Josh Moody Loans signed on with us last year. It was during this time that they signed on to be a sponsor for the year. We're hoping they return carrying their commercials for just a little bit longer, hoping they sign on for a second year. It's the sponsors like that, as that point scored by Bishop, that allow us to do what we do here on Real Sports. I know tonight we could have multiple crews in action if we could just get the right funding to put more crews in play on a regular basis. Most of the crews that are working for us, they're working, this is strictly I wouldn't even call it a second job, it's just making extra money. So full-time jobs come into play. Nice hit that time by Lyford, and the Lady Bulldogs in the run at 10-0 with that kill. Next week alone, I've scheduled 53 games in the Rio Grande Valley. We've got crews down there to cover that. I could have an equal number of games coming from the Coastal Bend if we had crews in place. Spike across, count the point for Bishop. They're up 11-3. Serving is Sarah DuPont. Short serve played up near the net. Challenge won there by Bishop. They'll score again and go up 12-3. DuPont to serve again. Gets that over on the Lyford side. Hit across, down the angle in the corner. That scores for Lyford. 12-4 ball game. Tomorrow night, Rudy and I will be making the trip more than likely to Alice as Flower Bluff takes on McAllen in volleyball action. That's a wicked hit across by Barkart. Score that point, 13-4. Substitute in the game, Caitlin Vera to the front row. For Bishop, Hannah Griffith back to serve. Lyford on the return of serve. Set it up for Gonzalez. Hits it over. Bishop there to play that. Here's Burkhardt again, and same result. Another point. 14-4. Bella Burkhardt flexing a little muscle this trip across the line. Lyford catches him off guard on that one. Scores a point for the Lady Bulldogs of Lyford. 14-5 your score. Substitution in for Lyford as Tiffany Alaniz will check in to serve. She'll stroll back to the service line. Her team down by 9 at 14-5. Left-handed server, scored a couple of points off the service line in game 2. Bishop returns it on the third hit. Lyford could set up a good chance here. Swing across on the angle. Ball up near the net, tipped over. Good play by Zamora. Nearly caught him off guard. Lyford recovers. Bishop. Zamora this time sets it in the center. Let the hit go, but it carries out of bounds. Lyford down 14-6. Alaniz to serve again. Good pass this time up near the net at center set. Burkhardt again! put it away. (15-6). Della Burkhart with another big kill. Nine-point game, a line drive serve. That's an ace. Bishop goes up double digits in game 3. They won the first one by 12, won the second one by 11. Lead this one by 10 and serving. Back-to-back aces. It's 17-6. Lyford's coach, Rebecca Perez, trying to get her troops to rally behind and make a stand here, down 11 points in game 3. Bishop trying to continue the push to try to end this in 3 games in a 5-game set. Back set this time, hit across. Lyford is there to play it. Lady Bulldogs with a back set of their own. Hit across, score the point on a hit by Emily Gonzalez. (17-7) your score. Substitute checks in for Lyford as Madison Silva to the front row, one of the seniors on this squad. Silva, Destiny Gonzalez, Tiffany Alanis, Rayleigh Rincon, Damaris Bermudez, Mia Weddegrove, Emily Gonzalez, and Alyssa Garcia, all seniors on this Lyford squad. Bishop scores again. They're up 11. And serving, Burkhart. Now back at the service line. Lyford set it on a back set. That's off the block. Score the point for Bishop. They go up 19-7. .12-point lead. Bella Burkhart to serve again. Deep serve carries out of bounds. 19-8. Talk about it often that the race in a game to 25, the race to 20 usually establishes the fact of the victor. That's in the net, and Bishop gets to 20 first in game 3. In game 1, it was 20-12. In game 2, it was 20-9. Here, 20-8, they better the odds even more as they serve. Lyford on the return. Back set, hit over by Weddegrove. Good play by Bishop to keep that in play. Hit across, Weddegrove there again to play it. Off the net, a swing by Lyford. Bishop playing good defense. Back set on the offensive side. Hit it over on Lyford's side. Lady Bulldogs attack again. Off the block this time. Score the point. Lyford not going away just yet. Rincon's on the kill. She'll also move back to serve. I'll tell you if that's an 8 or a 0 on her jersey. I think that's a 0, which means it's Garcia. Serves up an ace. That is a 0, my apologies. That's Alyssa Garcia back serving. It was her hit at 20-8 that earned Lyford the serve. She'll serve again here. Back corner, played this time. Ashlyn Scott back there to dig it. Lyford on the attack. Perez puts it over, but too strong on the hit. Bishop 4 away from sweeping this here this evening. Mia Tamez back to serve. Puts it over. Played by the Lady Bulldogs. Set it up for Perez, hits it over. Ball back on the Lyford side yet again. Near the net. And blocked back over as Sarah DuPont was right there to defend it and score the point for Bishop. 22-10 your score. Tamez to serve again. Lyford on the return to serve. Setting up again for Perez, gets it over, that's in, point scored for the Lady Bulldogs. 22-11 your score. Back to serve is Madison Silva. Silva gets it over on the Bishop side. On the outside right this time they attack. Lyford right back at you, setting it up Perez again. Good dig by Borkart. She's back on that back row right now. She's due to rotate forward soon. Lyford in the net, point scored Bishop. 23-11, just talked about it, and here comes Bella Borkart to the front row for the Bishop Lady Bulldogs. Sarah DuPont rotates back to serve. A lot of things in play right now that are favoring the Lady Badgers. Serve over, played by Lyford with a good pass. Second hit over, covered. Set, Borkart again, let it go, score the point. She's been unstoppable here this evening. Bishop up 24-11. Sarah DuPont trying to push them into the next round of the playoffs. Not yet, that serves in the net. Lyford down a dozen as they'll substitute in Destiny Gonzalez to the front row. Rotate back Mia Weddegrove to serve. Weddegrove is ready. Knuckleballs it over. The pass is there. The set. Burkhart to put it away. Covered by Lyford. Bishop on the attack again. Center set. Lady Badgers. Played by Lyford again. Middle hit off the blockers. Good pass. Zamora with a back set. Burkhart to put it away. Does. Game over. Night over. Series over. Bishop wins. They advance to the next round. Just too much firepower this evening from this Bishop Lady Badger team. And they capture this in 3 games. Our player of the game will be Bella Burkhart, who was just instrumental tonight. Among all the hitters, she was the one that was just steadfast right there. Anytime points were needed, Burkhart was there, and she was the one that got the hit for the final point of the evening. Rudy will go down there and get some photos of the team and of her. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Again, our playoff volleyball is funded by individuals that step up that are not our regular advertisers. So we do appreciate anyone that assists us in broadcasting our games. Tomorrow night we will be in Alice most likely for the Mac High versus Flower Bluff volleyball matchup. We do have some crews on standby that could reach some other volleyball venues if they get sponsored this evening or tomorrow. The biggest ask I'm saying right now is that we need crews to broadcast our games, especially in the Coastal Bend, and I need someone to coordinate efforts in the Coastal Bend that I'll be hiring on a full-time basis. So if you're interested, email us at riosportslive@gmail.com. We've got hundreds of games we could cover if we had the crews, and then we'll talk about the advertising side that funds it so that we can keep these crews earning their keep. Till next time, I hope you enjoyed this broadcast here from Kingsville. Our appreciation to both schools for participating and allow us to broadcast the game, and for the host schools, as Kingsville, once again, hospitable in allowing us a spot to broadcast the game. 25-12, 25-14, 25-12. Bishop advances. Till next time, I'm Joe Bowley.